There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of ourselves, self-implosion, self-immolation? Can't you see that we are tottering, we are wobbly, we are groggy? Can't you see that we are falling? We are falling apart. Can't you see that we needed, as yesterday, to do something urgent to save Nigeria from the precipice, from breaking up into smithereens? Can't you see that the house is collapsing, that the edifice is collapsing? Can't everybody see it? Even if you are blind, can't you feel it? Even if you are blind and you can't feel it, are you?
Take the history of Nigeria. From the very beginning, when we were amalgamated, to the very beginning we became a nation, we got it all together wrong. You bring in people of different culture, different beliefs, different socialization, different milieu, different outlooks, merge them together by force to form a nation. Only the initial builders of Nigeria had a clear vision and a mission, devoid of any sentiment. Soon thereafter, it became clear that it was a wrong union. It was a union that was not properly negotiated. We could have remained a great country if we had isolated our own identities, peculiarities, culture, while contributing to build a nation just like America. But we ended up having people from one generation, one set of leaders to another, everybody coming with a vision and a mission.
Please, no be only me go watch this one, I beg you. Take a little time and watch this video and hear what this man said, because this man said a lot of things that we need to hear. Please, I beg you. Meanwhile, before I allow you to watch it, I will impute my own little opinion. First, I think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being held on to today because of where he's coming from. Oh yes, because what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has said that made them to hold on to him up to today. A lot of people have said the same thing in Nigeria, and today they are not in court, they are not in prison, they are working freely in Nigeria. Oh yes, but in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I think it is because of where he is coming from. Now, aside from that, for some people that believe that if this person, if one particular person, or if another person, or if a group of people come together and become president and vice in Nigeria, that Nigeria is going to be good, that Nigeria is going to be like London, that everything will start to, go fine. Personally, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Do you know why? Because the bedrock, the foundation of this story we are living on was not constructed well. Oh yes, it wasn't. It's not about Tinubu, no. It's not about Buhari, no. I know, yes, maybe one policy or the other that the president might have made things more difficult. But believe me, it's not about him. Okay, let's talk about it. Before Tinubu, was things good in Nigeria under Buhari? Before Buhari, was things good under Goodluck Jonathan? Before Goodluck Jonathan, was things good? No, was things good under Yaradua? Before Yaradua, was things good? I know you might say, they are better then. Yes, they are better, but were we living under the best economy in the world? Were we? So it's not about the current person, but the bedrock of which what they are ruling is built. Oh yes. I can tell you that probably if the president of Nigeria today, or if anybody in Nigeria goes to America to become president, they will do well. You know why? The bedrock, the foundation of that nation has been built so strong that if anybody comes, he will start from where others stop. When Trump was campaigning, did you hear Trump say, vote for me, I'm going to build road for you. Vote for me, I'm going to do borehole for you. Did you hear Trump talk that? Those things are not part of what they are saying. You get the point? So I don't believe. For me, the best way, I've said it and I'm saying it again, the best way I think we should, or what we should do to get this country working together is to go back to what happened in 1914, the amalgamation. How did we come together? How did we agree? Did we all voluntarily agree that we are going to be together? Then, if we go back and decide all this, then we know. And we know, okay, my father agreed that we'll be together, so fine. And we know that, okay, I agree that we're going to be together, fine. Just take, for instance, you want to marry now, whether you're a man or a woman, and they force you into a marriage. Do you think it's going to last? Do you think it's going to work? At some point, there will be some glitches. Oh, yes. So please, I want you to take a little time. That is just my own little opinion. For me, what will make Nigeria work or to become better is for all of us to go back to what happened in 1914 and then decide our fate. Now, let me allow you to watch this video. After watching it, maybe you understand some points about what is happening in Nigeria. Please do well. If this is your first time coming across my channel, do well to subscribe, all right? Because on this channel, I get you information of everything that is happening in Nigeria. Now, please take a little time and watch this.
There's no country anymore. As we are today, Nigeria is gone. What we have is a carcass, and life is short and brutish, and everyone, we're all on edge. We are the victimhood that a lot of people refuse to see coming to us. We are all there. And unfortunately, we do not have a president. We have someone who rigged his way into office, an illegitimate president, and who doesn't care. And of course, anyone who is ready to do anything, you know, snatch it, run with it, and all of that to get into office, they don't care about the people. They don't care. There's no empathy. And that's what we're seeing today. And Nigeria has gotten into a place where you're not even sure that you're going to see the next day, because you might be a victim, might be taken away even from inside your own house. And that's where Nigeria is right now.
Nigeria is perishing. Okay, this is even factual things, strange things that I cannot even explain. Just take the issue of security and welfare, which the Constitution said is the primary duty of government. Tinubu's government has worsened the security of this nation. Please don't take my words for it. Take the words of Governor Zulum. He said Boko Haram is resurging in the northeast because they have taken away the resources, military resources, meant to fight Boko Haram to the northwest. And now, within 24 hours, within 48 hours, more than 10 of our well-trained soldiers humiliated, killed, after he has warned. So this is a government of the deaf and the dumb. A governor told you, look at what is happening. We need urgent response. None was given. Today, Boko Haram ISWAP, the re-insurgency is manifesting in the northeast. Failure for him. Let's come to North Central. You saw what is happening in Plateau State. They killed the first 50-something persons. The governor of Plateau screamed. What did this government do? Nothing. Within 24 hours, 48 hours, they killed more people, going to 100. And you know what the media aide of the president said? Plateau governor, go and mind your business. Go and take care of your people. You're not implementing shifting responsibility. The president was in Paris when those things were happening. He couldn't cut his visit short. This is Plateau. And the governor, in tears, was telling his people that they would see what they would do. Whatever happened to the state police, when this president was a governor, all his successors were most vociferous on the issue of state police. And I mentioned Fashola, who has been saying it repeatedly, that you cannot give somebody responsibility without giving him authority to perform. These are his protégés. And I told them that tyrants don't always like to devolve power. That now that he's president, a man that can make the National Assembly to do the impossible within hours, can no longer make them to amend the Constitution to give us state police.
Do you think that is
it is because he doesn't want it. As simple as that. Now,
because he has said that it's going to be done.
What are you? Is it when he wants to leave or in his second term?
And NEC is
going to be done. We're just saying 2 years. 50% of it. How many days did it take him to change the national anthem? How many days did it take him to change the tax reforms?
Well, that took quite
they
a while.
begged him to even slow down in the tax reform. What did he say? He said, no, I don't want to listen. It will go on in the National Assembly. Who told you that if you wanted state police, you wouldn't have gotten it within 2 weeks?
Okay. The point is well made.
When Yaradua took ill and it nearly collapsed Nigeria, they amended the constitution within a month. Section 145, if I can remember. It takes will. Because he does not like that. That is why it is not done. People are dying for nothing. Because Nigerians know the solution. Let's move to Benue State. Still in the North Central. In Benue State, even a reverend father's prayer could not help him anymore. Because faith without work is dead being alone. His people are being massacred. And these places are the food basket of Nigeria. For you to know why we are becoming a basket case. When a government cannot protect the food areas of Nigeria, hunger and poverty ensue. And they are pretending they are working. Working what? In Benue, they keep people to the point that the Reverend Father came out and said the federal government should up their game. That is an euphemism of failure. How many people will still need to die before they do something? Let's go to the Northwest. Lakurawa, however it's called. An insurgent group that came in the disguise that they are protecting the people. And the people wholeheartedly submitted to them. You know why? Because of some spaces that are not just ungoverned, but ungovernable. And the people submitted only to discover that they are foreign terrorists. Do you talk about Niger? Good. The same thing. You saw how the governor of Niger State even descended to cutting the hair of Dada people. Do we go to the southeast? South?
But
Southwest.
the government cutting the head of dreadlocks, that's not the president's problem.
No, it's frustration. No, the president is the one who is in charge of the security and welfare. He has the monopoly of the forces, has refused to cede the power to the state government by allowing them to have state police and giving them the commensurate arms to take on the insurgents that have superior power arms.
No, okay.
Dr. Namdazikiwe said it's only a madman that goes to confront a man with a gun. You must be insane.
There are many nations in the so-called country, okay? It's not one country, one nation. There are many tribes. Definitely. There are many religions, their languages and culture. Different cultures. There's the culture of not sending children to school. The same country. There's the culture of sending children to school in the same country. So you can live together as a nation. You can become a nation, not a country. Not a country of nation, but a nation.
No. When you take the history of Nigeria, from the very beginning, when we were amalgamated, to the very beginning we became a nation, we got it all together wrong. You bring in people of different culture, different beliefs, different socialization, different milieu, different outlooks, merge them together by force to form a nation. Only the initial builders of Nigeria had a clear vision and a mission, devoid of any sentiment. Soon thereafter, it became clear that it was a wrong union. It was a union that was not properly negotiated. We could have remained a great country if we had isolated our own identities, peculiarities, culture, while contributing to build a nation just like America. but we ended up having people from one generation, one set of leaders to another, everybody coming with a vision and a mission, and destroy the previous ones he met, even if they are good, because they are put in place by an imaginary enemy. Secondly, we have a nation where we celebrate criminals. It is only in Nigeria that somebody will clearly steal and loot hugely from the public treasury, and then after some times you see him receiving national honors, you see him being given chieftaincy titles, you see him being called king, prince, or an emir. That is an indicator that we are yet to be there. We also have a complacent followership, a followership that is satisfied with collecting 500 naira to vote, 1,000 naira to vote, a bar of soap, a tin of milk. On that basis, he surrenders his franchise. It means we are not conscious of our civic duties and responsibilities as a nation. The majority of the common people that are complaining now are also contributing to the destruction of the country in collaboration with the colleagues of the elites. While the elites are losing the treasury, they are hailing them. Today, if a northerner were to be caught stealing 10 billion naira and he is taken to court, believe me honestly, you will see northern organizations, northern elites, some of them saying that he is being persecuted because he's a northerner, because he's a Muslim.
The prediction some years ago that Nigeria would become a failed state has actually come to pass. Some of the indices of a failed state are when non-state actors possess equal or stronger or more potent power than a legitimately constituted government, power of violence, instruments of coercion and violence, as we are saying now. And let us not always be saying Nigeria is indivisible, it is indissoluble. It's not a textbook definition. Indissolubility and indivisibility can only be brought about when you nurture unity, mutual respect, egalitarianism. It is already divided because every geopolitical zone is already going according to its own details. There is no cohesion. There is no leadership. Can't you see that Nigeria is hemorrhaging? Can't you see that we are bleeding? Can't you see that we are on a journey to no destination? Can't you see that the president should wake up from his self-imposed cocoon and hibernation and seize the reins of power and save Nigeria from what remains of ourselves, self-implosion, self-immolation? Can't you see that we are tottering, we are wobbly, we are groggy? Can't you see that we are falling apart? Can't you see that we needed, as yesterday, to do something urgent to save Nigeria from the precipice, from breaking up into smithereens? Can't you see that the house is collapsing, that the edifice is collapsing? Can't everybody see it? Even if you are blind, can't you feel it? Even if you are blind and you can't feel it, are you not?
All right, so you have seen it. What do you think? Please do well to drop your comment on the comment section what you think about it, all right? I'll see you in my next video. Thank you very much. God bless you.